So my name is Guillaume Boyer, and I'm here to represent my distribution company, Boyer Audio, and I'm being supported by Timo Engstrom, who's the designer of Engstrom, and Miguel Carvalho, who is the owner of Chroma Atelier and also of Ultimate Audio in Portugal. So I'm really delighted to have their support today. It's been a pretty amazing day. So we've got the Shunyata Amiga speaker cables, which are being premiered in the UK. And
what's so special about the?
So what's so special? So these have been in development for probably about 4 or 5 years, actually, and they're very unique. And from a technology perspective, they have quad harp modules. So previously we had dual harp modules in our Sigma cable. These are quad, but also the technology has been updated as well. And this is a technology that deals with current resonances. We also have the tap modules, which make their very first appearance on a speaker cable, which have also been optimized specifically for the behavior of the electromagnetic field that travels along a speaker cable.
Okay.
Also, for the very first time, we have platinum-coated pure copper connectors at each end as well. Another interesting fact, so when I first visited Shunyata about 5 or 6 years ago, they showed me some prototypes of a new design, a new cable elevator, which they've since named Mobius, which is the first of its type. It's essentially a cable elevator that wraps itself around the cable. So when you move the cable, it doesn't fall over or tip over. But what's really unique about it is that it literally wraps around the exterior of the cable and absorbs all the vibrations that travel on the surface of the cable. So the previous DFSS is still in production and is used quite a bit, but this takes things to another level in terms of vibration management. So we have those. We're also launching the Typhon T2, which is a brand new power distributor. And the concept of the Typhon T2 was really to take the QRBB module from the Everest and put it in a separate box and with 2 sockets. And this gives us an incredibly flexible product. We can use it to supercharge a Shunyata power distributor, for example, a Hydra Delta D6 or a Hydra Alpha A10. Again, raising the performance of that power distributor to Everest levels. Or we can use it, as we're using it today, as a standalone power distributor for power amplifiers. So in today's application, we have the Typhon T2 connected to the wall using our flagship Amiga XC C19 cable to the wall. And then from the Typhon T2, we're connecting to the Engstrom Eric Encore monoblocks. So QRBB is a key Shunyata technology because it's a way of storing energy without using capacitors, coils, transformers. It is essentially a Coulomb charge. So it's, without getting too technical, it's a way of storing a positive charge of electrons that can be released to counteract the inductance of the changing current. Okay. Which gives, when we use QRBB, we get an effortless in the presentation. We first saw it in the Denali, when the Denali first came out a few years ago. That was the first application of QRBB, and we've got it in the Amiga QR cables. So the Typhon is really a big QRBB module, and of course, it's the QRBB in the Everest is 3 or 4 times larger than the one in the Denali. So we're using pretty much Amiga power cables throughout the system. We've got some Sigma power cables as well. The other really exciting thing that we're featuring here is the new Altera grounding system. And this is probably the first time anyone in the UK has seen it, being in a public location. And what we're doing here is we're grounding all of our components, and we're separating between digital and analog. Okay. So all of the analog components are connected to one Altera, and the digital ones to the other Altera. Both Alteras connect back to the Everest.
Okay.
I think apart from that, I mean, like I say, we've got, oh yeah, we're also using the new Amiga XLR interconnects.
Excellent.
Which are a big part of what we're doing today.
Right.
So that sort of summarizes it on the Shunyata side.
Hello, I'm Timo Engstrom, and delighted to be here with Guillaume and Miguel and Boyer Audio. It's a super nice show. I think this show will grow, and it almost feels like walking the Venetian hallways being here. So it's a great venue. We have a silent display of the Arne, the Lars, of course, and platforms for it is from FalkenOhr, which we've been working a lot with through past the years. But for the playing system, new for the UK audience is the M-Phono. M stands for Monica, so it's a third box going together with a Monica preamplifier. So it's when playing records, vinyl, it's all tubes, all analog, all the way. So it's a tube RIA phono amplifier going to the fully balanced Monica preamplifier and onto the Eric Encore, also fully balanced flagship amplifiers with the 845 tubes made specially for us by Elrog of Germany. Yeah, so I think that's it, and I'm happy to be here.
Hi, my name is Miguel Carvalho, and I'm one of the owners of Chroma Atelier. It is a speaker manufacturer that comes from Spain. This is produced in South Spain in Granada, and we exist since 2016. Our engineer is Javier Milan, that is working in speaker design since the age of 14. So Javier is now 62 years old, so he spent almost all of his life doing the speakers. So this is the Chroma Atelier Stella Extreme that was launched last Munich show. And here we have the Purify mid-range, the Moondorf ribbon tweeter, and also a ScanSpeak woofer. Another thing that is very unique to our speakers is made with Cryon. Cryon is a material that is non-magnetic, non-conductive, and during our tests in our labs, we use UD, aluminum, and also HDF, MDF, and we found out that the Cryon, it was the best material for our designs, okay? Also in terms of crossover, and it is also an area that Javier Milan really dominates, we are using Moondorf and Dualung parts, so best of the parts of the speakers. We are using these materials. And probably the best compliment we got, it is when last Munich show the Purify engineers and also the Moondorf engineers came to our room, and they told me that they were mesmerized because they never thought that their components could sound like that. So it makes us proud, and also it tells a lot what we are doing in our speaker design. So we are really happy to partner with Boyer Audio in UK, and we will continue this good work.